In this little video, I'll be explaining how 3D printers work and some of the things they can do. So the first thing is that you need for every printer is you need your files that you're going to print, or the things you'll be printing. So I make some of my own files, and I'll find some of mine online, but this is an example file that I made by myself. This is just a little tool holder that I made, but you can find other files on websites like Thingiverse, Printables. It's basically just websites where other people make files. It doesn't have, basically it can be anything. And then they'll put it on these websites for free, and then you can download the files to then 3D print. So after you get your file from whenever you make it or find it online, you'll put it into a slicer. So I'm using Cura, but you'll import your files through this, but I already imported some. So you import your files, and then what this will do is it'll cut it up into a bunch of different layers. So all of these little layers that are here, that are obviously red, but you can't see my cursor because it's also red, but it'll cut it into layers, and then as the printer is making it, it'll slowly build it up, making these patterns that'll make the piece that you're printing. But the things that'll also change it are the infill density, so it's like how much like stuff how dense your file is. So it's like I increased it to like 50% infill density. So when it slices, which won't take that long, but it'll make it so the pattern that you're using on the inside is a lot smaller, so it makes your print stronger. But I don't, for my prints, unless if it's not structural, I'll just have it on like 10 to 30 infill density. But I'm not going to quite get into infill densities right now. But so this is the slicer. This is what will tell the printer what to do when you insert the file in the printer. Now I'll show you the printer and it running. So right now it's printing the file that I just sliced, but I kind of waited until it was a little farther onto the print so you can kind of see it. So those triangles, that's like the infill. But then this plastic, it'll feed down into that, and then it'll go through a hot tip and then come out. You see that little triangle down there? That's where the filament comes out. But it heats it up to like 195 degrees Celsius, and then it'll trace that pattern that it made in the slicer, and it'll just do it over and over again until the print's complete. But it's like this print is 78% complete. It's been going for 4 hours and it's still got like an hour and a half on it left. But yeah, 3D printing is very interesting. You can make a lot of things with 3D printing. Basically, it's from your imagination and beyond. That's where 3D printing can go.